កាលពីចំនួន3ឆ្នាំខ្ញុំនៅក្មេងរែកជី
I was about 10 years old. I was assigned to collect fertilizer for rice field.
កាលពីពេលនោះមានវាលសត្វតែ
It was a cleared area at the time. It was actually a rice field. It was a huge rice field. But now forest has regrown and has covered the area thanks to the work of a conservation organization that has allowed the forest to regrow.
អាចដឹងថាធ្វើបាបយ៉ាងណាតាំងពីបាយហូប
Yes, it was a terrible time. I remember when I was assigned to collect the fertilizer, we did not have enough to eat, just one big cook of porridge. We have to share among 100 workers. During this 3-year period of time, children were separated from the parents.
ខ្ញុំឮចាស់គាត់ធ្លាប់នៅនេះគាត់ថាកាលពី
People who abused the rule of the government were sent here for torturing to live in extreme hunger before they were killed.
អានឹងនៅពេលហ្នឹងតែលួចហូបកំថាឡើយតែដាំដំឡូងមីខ្លួនឯងនៅផ្ទះខ្លួនឯងនៅហើយក៏
Brother sister from one same parent were not allowed to talk to each other. If they did, they would be accused as spies and that they will be killed by the government. People who plant their own fruit, they could not harvest the fruit for eating. Otherwise, they will be also accused as a thief and will be killed.
ពេលការរៀបចំទទួលភ្ញៀវហើយខ្ញុំឈប់ការបបបាញ់ឈប់ការធ្វើអ្វីទាំងអស់ខ្ញុំបានចូលវគ្គបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលចូលជាមគ្គទេសនាំភ្ញៀវដើរព្រៃជាមុខរបរសពថ្ងៃ
After the liberation, I had no other job than killing wildlife for eating. Then I joined a tourist guide training course. Then I start this job. From then on, I completely give up my poaching work and I'm happy with my current job. I love to live on the forest. I'm happy what I'm doing. I have thought about this long ago. I love the forest. I don't want forest to be lost. Otherwise, my children, my grandchildren, people of the young generation will never know what kind of tree species we used to have. We have many wildlife living in this Chi Phat forest.
មុនការកើតឡើងប្រជាពលរដ្ឋហើយខាងសហគមន៍គេបានផ្ដិតមេដីចំនួន
The people, normal people, we already tried to fight against the mine. I heard that more than 100 people have placed something on a petition to send to the government, but it seems like we do not succeed. But some people still has hope. But I don't have more to say.
កម្លាំងប្រជាជនតិចតួចមិនអាចទៅរួចនឹងទី
I am just a simple villager, but I understand the global warming, climate change, and deforestation happen. The earth gets warming up, and but even Miss Suwana, who leading big organization, she cannot do big deal. How could I stop this not to happen? I am just a simple villager. My name is Prumniang.
My name is Wai.
ស្រុកកំណើតរបស់ខ្ញុំនៅនេះហ្មងតាំងពីកំណើតហ្មងតាំង
Chi Phat is my home village. I was born here, and my ancestors also were born here since several generations.
ក្នុងរយៈ3ឆ្នាំនោះក៏ខ្ញុំកាលនោះដឹងថាឆ្នាំប្រហែលខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងទេណា
What I remember is just I lived here in Chi Phat when the Pol Potists arrived, and then I was evacuated to Kondal Trolian village. And after living there for a few months, I was sent to Morbang to work in a plantation. And then my wife was sent afterward to meet me there. And then we together worked in a village called ជំនាប់ប្រឡាក់ជំនាប់សំរោង
ខ្ញុំរៀបការហើយបានគុណ What I remember when I married, after married, I had 2 children, and then they separate me and my husband. I stay at home with my 2 children, and then afterward they killed my sister, and my sister 20 years old. They raped my sister and killed, and then after my mother upset, angry, and then she tried to kill herself, and then after a while they kill other sister later. When they separate my husband away, I never expect to see him again. I lose my hope. I cannot describe how I said this during that time. I remind me again I want to cry, but now I had no tear to cry because I cry a lot already.
តាមមើលខ្ញុំសម្រឹងមើលចាស់ចាស់
I can tell how people at my age or older than me feel. It like it happened yesterday, although it has been more than 30 years.
ក្នុងចិត្តខ្ញុំក៏ខ្ញុំថ្ងៃក៏អញ្ចឹងដែរនៅតែខឹងរហូតអត់ទេអត់ខ្ញុំ
We know we get angry. We remember how hard our life was, how bad we were tortured, we were treated, and we still remember all those bad things. And it's like it happened recently.
គិតឃើញថាយើងឥឡូវទៅថ្ងៃនោះសប្បាយធ្វើមិនកុំអុយវាคล้ายទៅទៀតទៅត្រង់កន្លែងនោះទៀត
It comes from time to time to my memory. I already told to all my children and grandchildren. Now I just try not to let it happen again.
នឹងពិបាកគិតណាខ្ញុំមក
Now we live in the peace, but it's not really in the full peace. We still worrying about environmental problems, about pollution. I just wish that my children, my grandchildren can live in a happy way. I don't want them to experience this again.
What does this river mean to you and your family and all the people of Chi Phat?
នេះជាហៅថាជារបស់គឺថាសូមអាងទៅលើវានេះច្រើនណាស់
The river is very important to us all. We have to protect this river. It's important to me, to my family, to all the people living nearby. It provides fish, crab, prawn, everything. We want to keep river as protected as it is now and the long coming years. But we are not sure how long we could keep this river the way it is. We wish that the river will stay the way it is.
បាទលេចលឺម្ដងដល់ពីដើមឆ្នាំនេះ
I heard about this mining project, and people come to my house to ask my support to stop this mining. I already put my thumbprint on the petition. I already did. I don't want this river get polluted, get dirty, and all the fish, crab, prawn gone. My only hope is my rice field and the river.
ខ្ញុំបើដឹងរកអីគិតតែប៉ុណ្ណឹងទៅធ្វើអីទៀតណាស់នឹងហ្នឹង Life depend on the business and the prawn or crab. We don't have other business to do, so we depend on this thing.
អត់មានអីទេសប្បាយចិត្តតែប៉ុណ្ណឹងហ្មង
I am happy the way I am. I can rely on my own crop and on the river. And I have no great ambition. I don't want a big concrete house. I just can live in my house now. I'm happy. Freedom is very important.
I'm happy to live independent and peaceful because I can do what I can. I can grow rice, I can make crop, I can live like on the way I am. Not like in proper regime, under control and not enough food to eat. But now I live like freedom.
Yes, I believe in the concept that deforestation causes the reduction of rainfall. Several kilometers if you go upstream, you will see that forest was badly distracted. And now there is no more flood coming to the village. It means the rainfall has been drastically reduced. But I think, yeah, the weather has changed because this village used to get flooded as high as 2 meters. And these last 3 years, it has no more water coming.
គេកាប់ព្រៃឈើទៀតទី2កុំអោយគេកាយខ្សាច់
My appeal to the world is to not cut the tree any longer and to not collect the sand. It happened to the river in front of my house. If they collect too much sand, the riverbank will collapse and I will have nowhere to live. So when I saw the barges, I sent the message to the communal authority, to the village chief, to come and stop them. Because I'm just a normal villager, I cannot stop them.
នៅបានដូចថាមានទីសចរមានអីមកយើង
I am happy seeing Western people coming to my place to see the nature, to see wildlife. It is a sign of peace, it is a sign of stability of the country. I'm happy.
My name is Tu Sok Hyun. I started a guest house in the 7th January 2008.
មុនលេខ0ខែ7ខែ1 2008
My house used to be a guest house for the community, and there has a tourists come to stay by followed by community ecotourism. They send to stay at my house, and now they have increased the guest house, over 10 guest house. Yes, it's good for the local people, the people who get income from other tourists. They don't need to go to forest to hunt the animal, so that less animal in the wild still have, and forests grow up, so they save forest and animal.
បើសិនគេធ្វើរ៉ែយើងប៉ះពាល់ដល់ទឹកប៉ះពាល់ដល់ព្រៃឈើប៉ះពាល់ដល់សត្វព្រៃដល់ហើយយើងដូចថាយើងរកត្រីងាប់ត្រី
So the mining program come here, bring up the pollution to the water, no more fish, and also destroy the forest and also the wildlife. So it's not good anymore.
Do you enjoy what you do?
តែស្បាយចិត្តទៅអត់មានភ្ញៀវនាំមកដាក់ផ្ទះ
Yeah, I am happy because when the tourists come visit the community, they get some money, and then I also get income, so that it's good for me. I'm happy, made me happy.
ខ្ញុំបានឈ្មោះអ៊ុនវ៉ាន់បងប្រុសខ្ញុំឈ្មោះអ៊ុំផន
So my name is Wan and my brother is Pon.
រស់នៅភូមិទឹកល្អក់មានមុខរបរជាអ្នកចាក់ប្រកង
And I'm living in Taklok village and my job is the prawn spearing every night.
ពេលដែលយើងទៅឆ្លោះយើងចាប់ពិលប្រចាំងមើលវា
So when we go by boat and we see the prawn in the water, we stop the boat and then use the spear and spear it right on the prawn.
កងអស់ធំប្រហែលជាស្លើខ្ញុំធ្លាប់ចាក់
It's quite big. Some of them can weigh half kilogram. The whole night I can spear for about 5 kilogram of prawn.
ដែលគេធ្វើរ៉ែយើងបើ
I think if the mine happen, my job is going to be finished because we cannot see the prawn in the water.
ព្រោះចាប់ប្រកងត្រូវការទឹកថ្លាខែល្ងិត
Because to see the prawn, you need a very clear water in the night.
បានចាក់បានតិចបំផុត
If the water is polluted, it's not clear, then it cannot find the prawn.
Ask him what he thinks about all these Europeans who come out here and take these eco tours.
ហើយគាត់សួរថាយល់យ៉ាងម៉េចដែរចំពោះទេសចរពួកបារាំងដែលមកទស្សនានៅតំបន់យើងហ្នឹងតើយើងយល់យ៉ាងម៉េចដែរ
រីករាយស្វាគមន៍ពីព្រោះបានជនជាតិពីក្រៅមកច្រើនប្រជាជនយើងក៏ងាយស្រួលរស់នៅនឹងការងារក៏សម្បូរ
ប៉ុន្តែរឿងពាក់ព័ន្ធបកនតើយ៉ាងម៉េចដែរគាត់ហូបបកនគាត់ទិញបកងយ៉ាងម៉េច
ខ្ញុំយកមកដែរលក់អុយជនជាតិផងលក់ទៅនេះលក់អុយ
Yeah, she said that is they are the most welcome because they here so economic here is increased so they need a lot of food so it's maybe a good thing.
They eat a lot of prawns.
គេថាគេធូបបកងច្រើនដែរអញ្ចឹងណា Yeah, yes.